difference, though, is just that this map is a little bit bigger. There's a little bit more of the map to play around with as far as getting setups, hiding the ball, being able to play it off the map. You can't really do that with streets. You can throw it out in the middle of the map, but here you can throw it off and have a guaranteed quick reset. That can help sometimes break an enemy push, even if they get you 2, 3, 4 down.
Yeah, and I've seen recently that there's a lot, as we're watching here, oh, the sniper from Supreme JB, don't get that the wrong way around, when you're reading it out, but QX manages to get away with the camo, gets a couple of shots with this drop, has to clamber, and will just elect to leave with his life intact, and the camo still ticking. Supreme JB here now, just looking to do a job here down in Rat Tunnel as things... Oh, here comes the camo, is spotted out, and will go down as Supreme JB now out to 4 kills and 1 death. As we start here.
Gaster's Curse. It never fails.
Oh, trust me.
You can just blame that anytime you die in matchmaking. It's like, you die when you don't feel like, somebody's spectating me.
Yeah, absolutely. But don't worry, we're on like a 40-second delay here, so it's not gonna happen. But we are now watching JB catching out killers or
what did I tell you?
there. Yeah, and Dapper, they're still in a relatively comfortable position right now. That ball will be played relatively shortly, I would hope, it is, as Kill and SWAT comes up, and here's Dapper. Oh my god, it didn't get out. Whoa,
to lose.
Oh no.
And this is one of the other differences between live fire streets. This tower setup can be real hard to break sometimes.
Oh, that grenade! No, you have to.
Unless you throw the perfect nades, and then you're good.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got to say, like, I know, like, I very often, like, you know, I have a decent FOV. I play widescreen, like ultra wide, right? And I often see grenades just bounce up onto me and just get stuck in my like chest armor before blowing up. Like it's just a grenade bobbing around on my screen, like heralding my upcoming death. Now I have seen some weird kind of like A setups a lot here recently, and I'm not quite so sure that I like. It kind of goes against the old wisdom here on live fire. Is there any particular reason that we've seen a lot more of those? Although saying that now they are rotating to be as is mandated.
They do have a fast rotate option out to B. They can quickly throw the ball out that way. But it also kind of plays to your advantage if you can get that play pretty quickly. Because you got to get in there to kill the ball guy. You're leaving tower. You're leaving all the power positions of the map in order to go in and get that ball. But then they can just, if they're on top of their game, quickly rotate the ball, chuck it out, back in B, or green, whatever you like to call it. You know, trade out kills with you, slay out, rinse, repeat, bring the ball back to A. And then you're right back where you started, and the lead's just gotten bigger.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out in the lobby, of course, to Matt Iceberg, one of our producers here, of course. And our producer today is, of course, the one, the only Sozer. So, love the chat. Oh, there it is! Ooh. That's exactly what I see every day. It's just
Herald
grenades.
of Doom.
I'm
Yes.
just eating all of them.
The guy on Halo 2 guy goes by the name LA Con, and it feels like that's every nade that he throws is you see it come from absolutely nowhere and just lands perfectly in your face. You're like, I'm totally safe here. I'm fine. It's like, no,
absolutely. And we're seeing now a decent lead here for Inept, and they're keeping the pressure up as
teleport in
down for the side of First Minion. Yeah, gotta love the QT. We love QTs here. What do you think I still cast here? You know, it's definitely not for my in-depth analysis. We see now Supreme JB moving that ball up to the favorite C hold, and Sigaspy elects to play for camo here, and good job too, as he's able to take down the player going for it there. And 3 dead now for Inept in a team fight where they were kind of half fighting for camo, but it looks like First Minion got out, like had their cake and ate it too there with getting the camo and winning the team fight.
Indeed they did, but that was okay for Inept. They kept scrapping time. They have a huge lead to work with here. They're scrapping more time right now, actually, and there's only a minute 16 left in the game. Inept doesn't have to win all that many team fights, honestly. They just need to win 1 or 2. Just need to keep First Minion. Nice play there. They just need to keep First Minion off of the ball. They don't need to get like some big swath of time here. They get, you know, another 5, maybe 10 seconds. That's just icing on the cake.
Yeah,
they don't have to get a big swath of time. They just need to play keep away.
Yeah, and shots coming in here as it goes down.
And didn't necessarily need to win that team fight, but that just makes it easier.
Definitely. And this flank here from Dapper, like, you have no option but to run and point at the ball, and just being in that position where you can capitalize, like, you know, that's the benefit of your lead.
It is.
Privilege.
That plays into it. Just the more scrappy time they get, the more First Minion's going to panic. Like, no, we got to get him now. We got to get him now.
Yeah, absolutely. Down here early is Slick as Pie. Wrapping around. Oh, a nice little thruster jump, or repulsor jump there. And 3 dead now for Inept. Things looking good for First Minion off the rip this time. It looks like starting at A is the ticket. Or C. I blacked out.
You're okay. Yeah, this is a far better start for them, but it doesn't look like they've won the camo fight. Good news is, for the ball guy, that doesn't matter. He just needs to live a touch longer, scrap as much time as he can, and then right there, just play the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like, great timing as well. Great kind of, like, you know, there's only so quickly you can get from Turbine to Mud, right? So he kind of got the ball as far away as he possibly could to pick up a bit more time for his team, and tossed it out just in time for Camo to come in with the backstab. The reverse sneaking, as we call it.
I see you there.
Yeah,
that ball is not in the best place, but it is a good place for First Minion. Inept still is not yet on the board for this game.
Yeah, and I've got to say here, like, grenade timing is underrated. You know, you pace those grenades out right, you can catch someone on a reaggress pretty well.
Yeah, you can. That is one of the most annoying ways that I die is, oh, I think I've dodged all the nades. Oh, wait, never mind. They had another one, and it's coming out exactly as I'm pushing.
Yeah, unfortunate there from Iceberg, maybe taking a bit too much of a risk, but the fights are still going on around here. As Stead FPS gets the ball, he may look to play it, doesn't quite get there. Killing SWAT now with the ball up around back tower here, just great position to have it. And I mean, doing what you're supposed to do as the oddball player. You're the info player, right? You can't be passive as an oddball player here. You need to be aware. You need to be giving info to your team. Like, if your team is stacked Turbine, you've got to be looking at Nest, right? You know, you've got to be, you know, doing your part. You know, you're not gunning, right? So you have to bring something to your team in these team fights.
Yeah, and essentially you're baiting yourself. You have the big old indicator over your head. The other team knows where you are, and a lot of people will just mad dog go straight for the ball.
He's giving
anything else. Oh,
Supreme
nice.
JB.
Nice snipe there. But
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, he gave him all the clues, Mr. Police, right? I mean, he took the sniper right in front of him and was still able to get away with getting a kill there up on top mid.
when the ball is in A, the small window is actually, it feels like the natural place to go, but it isn't always the best. Seems to be working out for Inept though. Especially if the other team is pushing from A specifically, then small window is actually a really great place to be. There is a lot of cover to work with. When they're pushing from other places though, they push outside by camo spawn, it's not the best place.
Spotted Dapper. Just tries to get away, but the noose was already around his neck there, unfortunately. Oh, shot from SWAT there, and gets a bit of chip time, but will pay for it with his life. As he tosses it out window, the ball's coming back in, but is about to be... ball carrier is got jumped on?
Yeah.
No, he managed to come out on top. There,
they did. 3 dead temporarily, and Inept now has their A setup, the one they were doing so well with earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh no! you hate to see it. Like, you're like, there's nothing you can do at that point. When that's hit the wall and hits the ground, you know, oh god.
If the ground lands next to you, the worst thing is if it lands on, like, on your gun. You're like, well,
yeah,
that's it.
At me. Yeah, gotta say as well, all this pizza chat in the chat, not doing me any favors. You know what I mean? It's 6 o'clock.
Oh, you just make your own.
Well, yeah, but like it's like 3 a.m. I can't order any, and I don't have tickets.
Exactly. That's why you make your own. You can make it at 3 a.m. whenever you want.
Yeah, I'll go and find some pasta and, like, you know, some sauce and some cheese, right? You know, maybe find a couple of sausages, chuck it on top, right? As the camo player is spotted and will go down. Matt Iceberg balls, but he has bought a hell of a lot of time for his team, and Supreme JB with 27 and 17, just unbelievable stuff here, and he's got 50 ticks on that ball as well. I mean, all-round performance here from Supreme JB.
He's living up to his name.
Absolutely, Supreme indeed.
And that is the first one on the board. Inept.
Yeah, like
which can be kind of maddening, especially when you're kind of stuck either on cafe or in arcade, trying to get a push out and being stuck in not such a great position.
Absolutely, and Supreme JB, I'm not sure if he knows about the hidden element there, Crouching Tiger, hidden shotgun, but will get away with their life as no kills yet to be exchanged. I say that as a trade comes out here, and and Matt Iceberg will die going for that camera. Oh, but what? No, it was burned. It was burned.
Was indeed.
Yeah, it gone. Thank you, Sozer. And Supreme JB, no, Matt Iceberg, patrolling around B, which is where they're leaning heavily, although it looks like there was a player around P3 to capitalize on that damage. And Matt now just trying here to run down the damage here on QX, and will do so. So things looking, you know, it's early days, but things looking alright for Inept right now. And with the way that they were slaying out in the first game, you definitely tip them here coming into the second game, despite all of what I said in the first one.
That is right. The thing I want to see here from Inept, you got a nice early lead. They're up 3 kills. They just want to play the same game. With a mixed league like this, where the teams are set up beforehand, maybe the players don't know each other, the communication needs to be key. They need to be saying, hey, let's take this slow, let's play for camo. Oh no, let's do the 4-man wrecking crew approach, let's all push, let's charge because we can't lose, as Walshy would have said back in the day. But the important thing is being on the same page. Because if
Yeah.
you have some people staying back and playing the more patient game, and you have others charging because they feel like they can't lose, you will lose.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think here when it like comes to my apologies, as Matt Iceberg is caught in red rooms, just perennially no shields in there, but gets a trade. That's actually quite good in that situation.
That is
Oh,
the ideal thing. If you're in that awful, awful position, there's no reason for you to get a kill, but you still pick one up. That's a boon for your team as far as the overall score. That's also good for your mental as well. You're like, yeah, you thought you had me.
yeah,
That matters quite a lot.
definitely. And you know, we're seeing now Inept only 2 kill lead now, as things are kind of getting into this mid game. They're just kind of feeling each other out. This 2-man push here, not expecting to find as much resistance as they do around B, and a double kill from QX. You know, maintains parity here as he capitalizes on the damage from his teammate. Onto that second push up here through. I hate pushing up driveway. It's really scary. But oh, these trades are coming in all over. But there's a delayed trade, I think, coming on to killing SWAT here, which will leave us with a 4 kill still. And this pick from Supreme JB.
Oh, I love that play.
Camo could be huge.
That shroud was done just right.
Oh no! He
And
had a man on
chooses
planters.
Chooses the worst way to attack that guy. Honestly, the planners guy should have taken that assassination. I'm not sure why he didn't.
Yeah, it's one of those like where I think they were just in between two. And as you were saying earlier, like these are mixed teams. But like, you know, this is week 5 now, you know, you've had a bit of time to gel, feel each other out, like, you know, see what people's strengths and weaknesses are, you know, and really come together as a team. I mean, these 2 teams coming into it, First Minion 2-2 and Inept 3-1, should be coming in here now as Dapper at 11-6, just really putting up a great slaying performance here for his team, and it shows here in the scoreline. 30-27 now the scores as we switch to QX, the highest scoring player on his team currently, but is wrapped on. And these shots coming in from Commando, this is a dangerous situation to find yourself in here now, because they're all trapped in C, and Dapper may be a bit too aggressive, as the spawners were pretty much destined to come in there, and able to get a couple of kills out of it, but 8 still the difference here, and First Minion are really going to have to step it up in the second half.
That they are. I also would say, if I were Inept and I knew they were trapped in C, I'd say, let them sit there. Ammo's coming up, we can get that.
Oh!
We have the map, but because they pushed in, First Minion got a few picks, broke that map control hold. Now they've narrowed the lead to just being down by 4, and they've got camo in hand.
Yeah, and here's QX now, looking around the back, and happy now. I mean, this is a long walk, right? I mean, you don't know how much you're...
Ooh, this,
oh my
yeah,
God!
that's the camo play we want to see.
Oh,
that is
what
just...
a play!
Chef's kiss. Perfect.
Chef's
Triple
kiss
kill.
indeed. The triple will bring us level.
Hey!
And there it is. Overkill. Let's go, Pyramid. What a display of you know, camo prowess.
Textbook camo play. He played that exactly the way he should have.
Yeah, and like that push there, I mean, you know, it needed to happen, right? Like they needed to get themselves out of misery down there in C, but they just have to walk into the vice grip, the Venus flytrap that Pyramid had.
And that happened specifically because First Minion was able to get that camo. Specifically because Inept tried to force the issue with them in C. If Inept had stayed back and maintained map control, they probably would have gotten the camo, and we wouldn't have seen that awesome play. So,
yeah, absolutely. And here now, finding all three of the living members of Inept at the time, but managing to get out with their life and a kill, leveling things up at 37. This thing is neck and neck, and I don't know who's gonna come out and start like stretching their legs, you know, into this game. And oh, great kill!
like
Double here, 4QX. Just get
down.
out with your life. Oh, dies, and the camo up, 3v4 on the map. I mean, Inept have the positioning here for it, but are they going to be able to make that cross?
We have one waiting down in benches, waiting on it.
Oh.
Gives up the easy kill for that.
Yeah, and you know, 2 kills now the difference as we see the remaining players up on A side. Dapper facing down a double push here on Cafe, triple push on Cafe. Mad Iceberg, the fly in the ointment here, the snake in the grass, coming out and like managing. He just went completely unnoticed. He camo, of course. It didn't get burned, and he was able to use it to great effect there, but it still ends up with a lead for First Minion.
I would say if I were in his shoes, I would be trying to call their pushes. If at all possible for that Cafe 3-man push that First Minion did, I would have wanted to be behind them, shoot him in the back. But ooh, here we are. Here's this, like I said, 3-man wrecking ball coming into C. Oh, so close.
Shoddy reversal, and it's dead now. Oh, Supreme goes down to the shotgun as well. Sticker.
He knows it's up there, and
they're all going for the fight up close. They managed to get it, but he has to be absolute there, and it's 49 to 47, and this is it. First Minion swing right back. Too much by kills, you know, like it seems to be much more about the objective efficiency we saw in the first game. So we'll see if First Minion now maybe feeling a bit more hot-handed coming into this game, whether they're able to convert a lot more of their opportunities.
It's always nice coming into, especially at Game 3, off a win. Not much fun coming in on a loss.
Yeah.
They're getting like that. This hill is almost 3/4 of the way done already.
Enemy team took the hit.
Yeah. Oh, but you know, turns table. I feel like the first hill is one where you see one team kind of get off to an early lead, but it gets drawn right back. Like not so much on,
Nice aid there.
not so much on recharge, but like you know, can still be the case.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The other team maybe gets like a good setup right off the bat, scraps a whole bunch of time in the hill. If I were Inept here, I'd honestly just be cutting my losses. They aren't in a real good position to take this hill. The next one, if memory serves, is going to be...
Why did you...
Yeah, that was not a good challenge. And yeah, they're scrapping a little bit of time right now, but it's just delaying the inevitable. If memory serves, the next hill goes to blue pipes. They go there. Maybe they're going to pull something out here anyway. They have a man in the hill, not being shot at.
Enemy about to score.
That goes down though. Oh!
UX thought he saw.
Corners.
Gotta check them corners. Boss Nasty would be upset.
Oh, and this is taken up.
Oh, this is.
I think he's. Oh, this is all down to this last kill.
There you go. Imagine victory from the jaws of defeat there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, one tick needed for both teams. You know, so I mean, we've seen some long oddballs. I've seen some long oddballs in the past, but we could be seeing a long King of the Hill here if these two teams keep this up. You know, really just trading back and forth as much time as they have been in the first hill.
Enemy team took the hill.
Let's take a look at where teams that we got somebody covering the tower. First minion, that is exactly where he needs to be. Oh, not covering everywhere he needs to though. They've got someone from Inept in the tower. Now they're pushing the hill. Got hydro control as well.
Absolutely. You know. Oh!
They had him.
And QX. Get the kill and get his team back onto the hill here. And all 4 dead now for Inept. This hill looks like it could be very well going into the favor of First Minion. But then again, I mean, you know, you are in a nade pit, right? So, you know, there's every possibility that, like, you know, 8 grenades fly down and you're taken off it. But it looks like now this should
I wouldn't expect this to go in the favor of Inept right now. It's
I
just
didn't expect the last
too
one
little,
to go
too
in the
late.
favor of Inept either, but you know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, nothing too crazy yet. Oh, man.
The difference here was that Inept was all stuck on elevator or turbine side. They were just essentially too far away and didn't have a really good angle from that spawn to shoot Blue Pipe Hill. Whereas batteries, they definitely had an easier path. It's just, good gracious, making the sniper, you know, question his sanity. Is there somebody there? Yes, there is.
Oh, gets dropped on.
And
will be traded out by a teammate, but the hill now stops ticking. And from the top ropes,
enemy team took the hill.
As Mad Iceberg, just trying to get into that little needle corner there and soak up as much time as possible as Team JP goes down on the push. Instead now left in a 1v1, goes down and along with the rest of his team, all 4 dead now. And First Minion now in a great opportunity to get a good setup going here. 2 gold at the moment, like that gold player is gonna rotate, I would hope, down as much as is possible. But 2 do go down for First Minion. Paramed needs to have his head on a swivel. Gets a damage on. Both of those players are weak, so he has got this piv here. But will be denied the kill as he gets away with his life.
That fearless challenge is something else, but that was the correct thing to do there. Yeah, they were both weaker individually, but all soaring at once instead with the triple. Hoping we would see another overkill. But that's okay. He did what he needed to do. Got his team to hill. And now Supreme just trying to live up to his name once again. And them perfect shots.
Enemy team took the hill.
Fantastic.
We're hitting the 3-minute mark. It's still pretty early as far as the game clock is concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. These teams prioritizing that hill as much as is possible, and these setups are proving hard to break at moments. I mean, we saw how back and forth the first one went, but the second hill was definitely one of those. But here now on C Plat, it's all about making sure that your guns can see that little platform and put down as much damage as possible.
Big kill there from Mad Iceberg, keeping Hydro under control of Inept.
Yeah, he's 15 and 10 here, doing a great job.
He's super important in that position. He has a lot of cover to work with. He can help support his team.
No, he is getting wrecked.
But wouldn't have necessarily left that cover. Almost dead, and that speaks to how well he's playing.
Yeah,
especially since First Minion has yet to even touch this hill. It's kind of funny because First Minion had a lead on actually the first 2 hills, pretty substantial lead. Got one, didn't get the other.
Yeah,
this one
and I've got to say as well, like, a lot of different players on this net team are stepping up. Like, you know, like players are having their moments across the board in different matches. Like right now we're seeing Matt just like
Utterly
tearing it up
fearless.
here on the Reacher.
He's one shot. He doesn't
Yeah.
care. He doesn't even need to pull the trigger. He's just gonna whack you in the face.
Absolutely. But yeah, substantial lead on this hill now as the trade happens around back C. Slick as Pie goes down as well, so this is a fragile moment here for Paramount Papi. He's not going to be in any kind of position to dissuade time here. Oh, great use of the Shroud screen. Throwing a smoke down there to just cut off the angle, and if you swing wide, you're gonna die. So, but Slick as Pie here, able to get some time on the board for his team. And this is kind of one of those moments where you have to just say, alright guys, relax. You know, let's not get too desperate for these last few ticks.
Yeah, and that I would say Inept. That's exactly what they need to do. Don't get desperate for stopping First Minion from getting this hill.
Oh,
There's plenty of time in this game, and you have a nice big lead to work with. You don't need to do too much here other than make the play keep away. You plan your push, kill them all dead, top of the hill for the couple seconds that you need, and yep, 3-1.
Oh. Yeah, great isolation of fights there, just unfortunately by much. As 2v2 on the map now, 3v1, and it looks like this kill now is going to be the difference between getting the hill right now and them getting the hill in a couple of seconds.
Nice effort from Paramount Pappy, but just a little bit too much. Not a little bit too many people for him to deal with all by his lonesome.
Oh, knows how long. It's the 45 world units that will go for that grapple hook, and use every inch of it to get that shock rifle into his hands.
They gotta be feeling pretty good right here. They have 30 seconds left in the clock. All they gotta do is play keep away, and they've demonstrated they can do a pretty good job with that.
Absolutely.
This Minion, they're all on C-side. They're scrapping a little bit of time, but ideally they want to get camo, and then from there get goal control. If they can do that, then
Oh no! Bullets!
they have a spot.
No bullets, Hans! Gets the trade! And QX will get the kill, able to stop that clock. Just as important as getting time on the hill right now.
Excellent play there, burning the camo, denying that First Minion. That said, even if they get this hill, they're gonna be in for it.
Absolutely. But you know,
It looks like we're kind of
as long as you don't do an optic and like, you know, drop your headset, you know.
Oh yeah,
seconds on the
APG.
clock, you know.
Yeah,
You'll
no,
be
can't
alright.
do that. This 1v1 is, yep, that's done it.
Yeah. Fantastic stuff there. It is that. It's like, you know, they really did slay well. But again, we saw the efficiency from Inept able to capitalize on their kills.
Coming into this, it's just amazing to me how much this map has changed from having the camo at top middle, having the thrusters in front of each base, and how that would change the way the opening would happen, to now here's the overshield, here's the heat wave bottom mid, and now a side of the map that used to be pretty much ignored, which is the P side at the start. Now it's E side, the most important place to be.
You know, it's very interesting. I really do like the combat, like the fights that you have to have off the rip here to deny overshield. Ooh, we all that happens to me all the time. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I blame. Oh wow, I love that network update trade there. Fantastic stuff. But yeah, flag on the move now. Slick as pie, and not a lot of support for it. But we're able to get it like to maybe like, you know, the 40-yard mark. There might be a chance.
Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do that.
Well, I mean, they're right here now. and those spawners are coming in at fridge, so it's all about the, oh no! Gotta, like, I mean, you hate to see it, but Stead here able to clear out his closet,
Had the nade in
and
his
now
face
it's
as we
3
turned
dead
into
for
him.
First Minion.
Oh, just came right in and
my
almost got it.
I can't believe he went for that, and I can't believe how close he got to scoring that flag.
He
But
dares wins.
big
What can I say? He
Right?
he
Well,
just about had
unfortunately,
that
not the
too.
case here. Yeah, it was very close. And 3 dead again for Inept. These guys are throwing haymakers at each other here in this Aquarius capture the flag. And our Overshield now entering blue base from killing SWAT, but he goes down. And this push from Jen now is looking very precarious.
That was not a good way to have an OS life there. That was most unfortunate.
Oh no, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know that there's someone in black blue base who left to go. I don't know. I thought there was someone around back blue base who was going to punish that. But, alas, not the case, because it's not here. Just trying to dissuade any pushes while he gets his shields back. Oh, down he goes in blue gen. That nade is going to put a good bit of damage onto this these group here, but the problem is that it's only QX who's there to prevent any kind of push. So Mad Iceberg now just hopping up to top mid and finds the spawner. I don't believe that grenade bombed, so it might have gone down around fridge, but will fall for a fight in court.
See the OS. It looks like it's coming up in the next 20 seconds. So, were I either team, I'd want to base the flag run off that overshield. I'd be playing towards that, really hold down map control, get the overshield, and then get a push into the enemy base, and not go without it. Just
Absolutely.
with this new overshield mechanic on the map, having it there, it becomes really hard if the other team has it to run a flag, because they can just throw that OS guy at your flag runner and stop you. Break that entire run.
Yeah, and we see a lot of the time as well, we see camo runners on the flag. You know, we've seen it here, we see it on Forbidden relatively often, especially around these levels, because, you know, it's that extra bit of damage that you can soak up while you're running the flag. Like, you'll get that extra, you know, oh, nice double kill from killing SWAT, and showing the importance of controlling top mid, just really putting down shots everywhere, and being able to be a great support for them.
Yeah, and if you're not going to be pushing into the enemy base with the overshield, that is the next best thing. Put yourself in a power position and just make yourself the nuisance. Just, you have the extra shield, so you can stay out there a little bit longer than what you normally would. Take shots at the enemy team. Doesn't matter that they're shooting you, you've got the extra shields. You can take the punishment.
Yeah, and a great slide there now. For QX, punches in that flag, clears out back base, and is now looking out fridge door, which is wise, because that's where the bulk of the enemy team is currently situated. Backing up to P, but killing SWAT is going to punish any kind of fallback here, so their only vestige of hope is like P1, and when that's your vestige of hope, that's a big problem.
Whether it's Halo 2, Halo 3, Reach, H5, Infinite, P1, you don't want to be there.
Yeah. Like, yeah, definitely. And I've got to say as well, it seems that we have a very friendly man in our game. You know, a lot of Stead fans, a lot of Stead friendos in the chat, so showing up to support their friends. So shout out to them. You know, a lot of support here.
Have to love that. Always nice to know when you're playing that you got someone watching your back and showing you love.
Yeah, absolutely. And that for now. Oh, getting into fights here in back. Yellow will go down, but it's traded. 2 dead now for First Minion. And this looks like it could be a...
Yes, he did.
Oh, it did, yeah. Oh, man. got just a little bonk. And down it goes, and now that flag is on the move for Inept.
It is, but
Oh,
we
he goes
have,
down.
looks like Paranap Happy on it. He's gonna get the read.
Oh, there's
Are
two
they
of
gonna
them
get
there. He's
touch?
gonna try and get the
No.
touch. He doesn't get the touch, and it's going home.
He should. Sure, he was trying to.
Oh,
Just,
man.
him
Black
not getting
Grenade
the
was
touch
great.
was the problem there.
Yeah.
That would have reset the timer. That his teammates maybe could have gotten in there and killed the one person who was weak. Ran that in.
Oh. Unfortunate for Matt Iceberger. I got a good couple of kills there in that life, and we'll go down to the push from Yellow Flag. And here we go. A little pincer move there from Sick as Pie, able to flank behind, get the kill into Chen, and it looks like repel the attack for First Minion here, as they're going to need to lick their wounds here and try and find a way out of their base.
Got another OS coming up in the next 10 seconds here, looks like. This again is, let's say Inept needs to focus on this. They've got 3 down, that's awesome. They are running the flag, that's also awesome. But Killing Swat's over at Pink. He's got a good angle on the flag guy, and on that run, it's fast,
Oh,
but you're way in the open.
oh yeah.
Now they're 2
he
dead,
didn't-
all dead actually, and that OS guy, doesn't matter
wow.
you have all that extra protection. You're out in the open like that, you're gonna get melted.
Enemy flag.
Yeah, I mean 4 BRs beat 1 BR, right?
That they do.
And Killing Swat finding himself actually quite alone and isolated here down in Mushrooms.
Enemy flag
Will be traded
returned.
out, and his team have spawned back, but not in a position to capitalize off of the 3-down situation for Inept. And you know, now it's all about getting back to that 50 yard. You know, get yourself around that high car side, get one on P2 maybe, but things are just getting very scrappy now.
And they are, and that kind of can play in the favor of First Minion. They, excuse me, sorry, throat caught a little bit.
Oh.
Inept is getting more and more desperate here. Feels like, you know, time's running out. There's less than 3 minutes on the game clock, and
Oh,
right now they're actually getting kind of outslayed. They desperately need a flagpole. They need map control back. And right now, they're kind of lacking it. So they're getting a little more desperate. They're soaring out a little harder. They're making these sort of desperation pushes.
oh,
And the thing is, they may feel like they need to. But what they need to do more is just get 1 or 2 good coordinated pushes. They'll be able to get the flagpole a lot easier.
yeah, and they're about to send their own home
Enemy flag
now.
returned.
And I mean, you can score a flag relatively quickly here on Aquarius. You know, if you get your slays, and you know, but it's kind of like a matter of, you know, picking your moment, and it doesn't look like any moments are kind of presenting themselves for Inept here. As yeah, as you said, they are getting quite heavily outslayed at the moment. They're going to need just a nice ice up moment here to get themselves moving with that flag.
I see them, at least one person spawn far side of the R2 on Fridge, P side. So,
It's not great. 2 dead now. Dapper doing his darndest, but someone is already on that flag, and it is coming home. Dapper on his way back to pull it again is spotted out in Gen. Needs to wait for his shields to come back. And the flag is out once more. Hasn't gone very far, but that is in fact Inept's flag. That was pulled, and here's Dapper now with a 4v2 on the map now, 3v3, 4v3 even. Matt Iceberg hoping to get himself onto that flag. Unfortunately, no shields for the moment, but Dapper now has a big job here. He clears out mid, but will die along with it, and the flag is returned. This is going to be very difficult now for the side of Inept with 30 seconds on the clock, it looks like First Minion are beginning to turtle just a little bit. No, never mind. They have heavy car presence, and with them spawning in car as well, or in gen, that's a massive position to find themselves in.
I'm not seeing
yeah,
this go the way for Inept. It's just a little bit too little, too late.
Defeat.
Yeah, and with that, we are heading to our game 4. You know, bodes well for them coming into this final match as we kick off the action here, following Matt Iceberg just around LR, trying to get as much done. But the problem here is that he's going to be caught from both sides, and you know, down he goes. 2 in response from his team, but they look like they're not in a... Oh, actually, JB has the camo, and they've gotten First Minion spawning in A.
Camo on this map, it's so much more effective as a player than Recharge is. Just the angles that you can take, the battles that you can take with this power-up. You have so much cover to work with. You can take a couple shots and then just quickly get behind cover, confuse the enemy team.
Oh no!
Oh dear. Well,
yeah, that's
camo's
unfortunate.
running out, but... Yep,
yeah, as soon as I heard that, like, I was like, oh, you are not long for this world, friend.
Oh yeah, because that is just loud as can be, it feels like. It feels like you're behind someone, you're like, oh yeah, I'm fine. If the camo runs out, and it runs out
Oh,
audibly.
it's dead! Oh my god, he made it!
Yes,
Oh, how are
staying
you alive,
alive.
friendo? Yeah, the friendman, the FPS, the F stands for friend. You know, gets pushing into A here, manages to get the one shot and the full shield player for
Power
a
of
double
friendship.
kill, 4 kills now. That's it. The power of friendship will get them through. Or at least that's what they hope for here in this game 5.
We're all tied up now, 8-8, 10 minutes on the clock, and camo coming up right now. This is going to be the next big fight for these teams. I'm going to hope that whoever... What kind of jump is that?
Huh?
I don't
I
remember
have
that
never
in
seen
H5.
that jump. What? Oh, I've never seen anyone do that. That's amazing.
I'm sad it didn't work.
I'm trying that out.
Camo's still in the
trying
field
that
though,
out now.
and that's up by 1, but it doesn't look like they can get to that camo. An iceberg being
Oh,
caught
man.
living. Ooh.
Oh,
I
being
love-
a nuisance.
I love the strafe there, and that just yes again.
Yeah. Fantastic stuff. Stead here now finds himself up on or the camo. I'm not sure where it is. Maybe it was burned. Oh, wait. Apologies. I think it's down around turbine there. Or silo.
No. Could have sworn somebody grabbed it.
I'm
Yes, we
sure
did.
they
Yes,
have
they did. Paramedic Pappy
like,
grabbed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
he's
he was down
showing
around
his camo
silo.
prowess once again.
Really did a great job in that last run with camo there. On recharge. So, or my apologies, streets with that massive play to get the double kill, and showing it again here now, as he brings himself to 6-3. Slick as pie, 704, and the score now 2 in favor of First Minion.
Spy's got 2 people around him though. I wonder how he deals with this. Take the shot. Miss. Didn't completely miss. Nice kill there.
Oh, but with all and Kellen Swat now the only player of his team, and he is going to be providing them with lovely A spawns. So going to be difficult to fight their way out of this one. Supreme JB, you know, makes his way out mid, knows that there's no pressure coming to him right now, able to get their shields back and get back in the fight. Kellen Swat now just needs to be very careful and will fall, and this looks like it could be a wipe here, and a clean one? Almost.
Good enough for government
But
work.
yeah. Yeah, Good enough for a 2-kill lead. You know, the problem with getting all your kills in A, though, is that they're not going to spawn in A, right?
That is right.
Paramed there, just peeking around. Oh my god, they're dancing around each other. Oh, it doesn't know he's there. Back smack from Stead. Oh, will fall to the fantastic thrust play there. Swap.
Well, the caster see two people just dance around each other like that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Matt decides to cut their losses and get the hell out of a very bad position. So heads up play there, getting down past PR2LR, and killing SWAT now, just trying to find an enemy here. Oh,
dodging
use of the thruster there.
Neo would be proud.
And we'll get the 8 shot. You know, who needs 5, right? You know, sometimes you just gotta go with 8, and it worked out just well for killing SWAT there, and decides to follow it up with a nice little headshot.
We're coming up at the halfway point now, and especially for a Game 5 Slayer, you don't want this to snowball against you. I expect both these teams to chill back to, or not listen to my advice at all, because we have this push coming in from Tram.
Oh man,
doesn't work out though.
Yeah, unfortunate. Like, and that's the thing. I think First Minion have done a fantastic job, considering they were trapped there for quite a while around ASAP. So, you know, keeping it just to a 1-kill deficit is huge for them. And I believe they just got away with camo as well. So we'll see how that plays into this one here.
Yeah,
I think
QX
or QX.
Let's see how he plays this. Yep.
So he gets himself a back.
That's right.
That's your 1, right?
Yep.
That's your free kill. Now let's see what he can do coming up here again towards. Stairs almost gets that last kill. Dies anyway. So this S1 player here manages to get away past Rock, but now you're out there in the open with no camo, but still manages to get away. QX just having a fantastic life here. You know, just making extra sure that guy was dead. As he takes another fight onto Stead, but will fall. So 2 dead on the map here. So this is your opportunity to set up this vice grip. But we have a player in back A, so they are spawning around loop.
All 4 A side now.
And push around A. And Stead now pokes in, manages to get the 1v1, but gets out before anyone else can wrap around. He knows they're in there, and he doesn't want to get jumped on in a 1v2. You know, chivalry is a great and all, but you never want a fair fight.
Agreed. Fighting fair is, as they say, for squares. At least as far as Halo Infinite goes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I have to do a lot of work to get around behind someone, or like, you know, just pull out like a really unfair fight and maybe eke through and get the kill, you know. And Inept here now, only 6 kills away, 41 to 44, and over in blue are First Minion. But they seem to have the run of the map here, actually. Like, they have C and B, and it looks like Inept are going to have to fight their way out of A, which is not ideal, but when you have a kill difference like this, I mean, it's quite good. And Matt able to... Oh my god, he gets away with the camo here, unchecked, but Stead goes around the corner a little too quickly, but
and
gets out with their life.
Gonna be up to Stead here. He can win this game for Inept right here, right now. His calls,
absolutely.
his kills.
Yeah, and call out now 1 or 3 in
Oh no, the whiff.
Unfortunate.
Oh, I wanted to see the sticky launch. I would have loved to see that.
Yeah, it would have been great. Like, yeah, we've got
good trade there from Scream.
1 kill needed now for Inept. All you gotta do is bunch up, and when the next fight happens, you win, right?
At a certain point, you might even just consider doing that dive comp thing. Just
it's 4. They go. They run. Even if all 4 die, they still haven't lost. So this is the moment, right? Dapper now, hoping to get up onto that ledge for this fight. QX spots him out, so he will not be making that run. Instead, it will be Stead. And oh my god, they come in to find out that no one's home. Everyone's left, but now killing Swat is absolutely absolute and will go down to Dapper. And that is the win for Inept.